Today's topic title, guys: 3 elite exercises per muscle group. Today's video was actually brought by a request of somebody who wanted me to go through 3 elite exercises for each muscle group. Thank you to this account, to this user. I appreciate you very much. Trust me, I do appreciate you very much. More content for me. I'm just going to be running through each muscle group and just running through 3 elite exercises. And I'm also going to be running through some of the functions of that particular muscle, so you understand why that muscle, or why that exercise for that muscle is good. Now, I'm going to caveat it by saying these 3 exercises aren't necessarily the best 3. For most of them, they are the best 3, but it might be like 3 out of like 6 good exercises. Okay, so if I don't add an exercise, doesn't mean I don't think the one that you may have thought about wasn't good enough. But in my personal professional opinion, I feel like these 3 are like top. You know, we're gonna get straight into it, and yeah, let's go. We are gonna kick off with the chest, and the main function of the chest is horizontal abduction, which is your arm going across your body like this, okay? Like this. So think about pec fly. Secondly, shoulder flexion. So your arm raised up in front of you like this, okay? Mainly targets the clavicular head of the chest, so the upper chest. 3 exercises: converging chest press, inclined Smith machine, and chest fly. I'm not going to get into the weeds of why they're good, but trust me, they are good, okay? Lats next up, and the primary function of the lats, which is this muscle, is shoulder adduction, which is your arms coming down towards your body like that. And also shoulder extension, which is your arms coming down and backwards from it. So like this movement here, okay? It's hard for me to do, I don't have much space, but there. So the 3 exercises are lat pull down, chest supported row, neutral, the neutral version, and the single arm kneeling cable row. There should be videos up of the exercises. Next up, we have the upper back and traps. So the primary function is scapular retraction, so like shrugging backwards, so like that, okay? And scapular elevation, so like that, okay? For the upper back and or traps. And the 3 exercises are Kelso shrugs. You could either do Smith machine version or just use a like that. Wide grip chest supported row, okay, and a T-bar row. Those are my 3 elite picks. Next up, we have front/side delt. Now, I understand that they're 2 different muscle groups, but people generally tend to work them together due to the fact that front delts are worked a lot during pressing movements. So the primary functions are shoulder flexion for the front delt, so your arms raising forwards and upwards, so like this, and shoulder adduction for the side delt, so like this, like raising the arm laterally like that, okay? I'm going to give 4 exercises here because it's 2 different muscles, the front and the side. And the 4 exercises are cuffed cable lateral raise, peak, okay? Machine lateral raise. If you have that, use that. That is the best side delt exercises. And more. And now for the front delts, machine shoulder press and Smith's machine shoulder press. Those are the 4 exercises for the front and side delts. Biceps, okay? The biceps, the guns. Now, the primary function of the bicep is elbow flexion. Literally just this. This is elbow flexion, okay? Bending your arm so that your wrist gets closer to your shoulders. The 3 exercises are ascending preacher curl machine, which means it's harder at the bottom, and that is peak. Bayesian curl. The Bayesian curl is next. Classic. Sometimes you can use your shoulders in it, but you know, if you pattern the form, it's fine. And the dumbbell standing or seated preacher curl. I do this one a lot. Very, very, very good exercise for these guns. Triceps functions, elbow extension. So straightening the arm so that your wrist goes very far away from your shoulders. So this, okay, that one. And the three, there's so many good tricep exercises, by the way. So, but the three I chose was the incline cable push down, the straight or easy version of the bar extension, and the seated machine dips. All of them are chef's kisses, perfect. Next up, we have rear delts. Primary function is shoulder horizontal abduction. So pulling the arms backwards and outwards when the arm is in line with the torso. So literally this movement works the rear delts. This is the movement. The exercises are cuffed cable rear delt row. Okay, high to low, there. Reverse pec deck, the classic, and chest supported dumbbell rear delt swing. You look a bit funny doing this, but it's a really good exercise. Quads, knee extension. I can't show you. I can't show you, unfortunately, once I get my foot up. But just straightening the knee. That's what does it. And the exercises for the quads are hack squat. Okay, quad biased. You can make sure your heels are elevated and your feet are low. Leg extension, staple. And Smith machine squats. Those are the three I picked. Hamstrings functions are knee flexion, so bending the knee. And another function is hip extension, so pushing the hip forward or driving the leg backwards. Okay, and the exercises are seated leg curl. Okay, sensational. RDLs. And I'll say, stiff leg deadlifts. We'll go SLDLs for the hammies. And lying leg curls. Okay, lying leg curls. Those are the three. Next, we got adductors and abductors. Okay, the primary functions are hip abduction, so bringing the leg towards the middle, like that. And then the opposite. So hip abduction, which is moving the legs outwards laterally. So opening your legs, basically. Okay, like that. Which works there and then there. The exercises I chose, I did 4 because it's 2 in 1 again. So the seated adductor machine, classic. Wide stance sumo squat, again, very adductor biased. And more for the abductors, the 2 I chose are seated abductor machine and the side line hip raise like that. Okay. Next we got glutes, the cheeks, the cakes, hip extension, driving the thigh backwards and standing up from hip flexion, and also hip external rotation and abduction, depending on the angle. Just depends on the angle. Okay. And the exercise I picked for the glutes, hip thrust or glute bridge, classic, probably the best. Hip thrust is the best. Then you have cable kickbacks, another good one, very popular with the women in the gym, and Smith machine RDLs. Okay, glute biased one. Make sure it's glute biased, not hammy biased. Next up, we have calves. Plantar flexion is the function. So pointing the toes downwards. Okay, and that's how your calves are worked. And the exercises I have chosen are the standing Smith machine calf raise. I do this personally. Then we have the standing machine calf raise, similar but just with a machine, so it's kind of better, a lot better, more stable. And the leg press calf raise. Okay, a lot of people do these. Great, can't complain there. Next up, we have got the abs. Okay, abs, bad boys. Spinal flexion. That's the primary function. Spinal flexion. So rounding the spine forward like that, like that. Think about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Another function of it is anti-extension. So basically resisting the lower back from like arching. Okay, that's the functions of the abs. And the 3 exercises I chose are the cable crunch, decline crunch, and machine crunch. If you have a good machine crunch for the abs, some are really bad, but if you have a good one, then S tier. Now we are at the end of the video. I've run through each and every muscle group, 3 lead exercises. Now, if you want, in fact, no, that's long. Okay, maybe I might break down why they're good, but if you understand the function, that's why I give you the primary functions. then you understand why those exercise works the best. Okay, you just piece it together. That's why I explained the primary function of those muscles. So then when I now give the exercises, you can say, oh, okay, I see, I understand why, like for example, the pec fly will be great. You know what I mean? So again, I just want to remind you guys that there are other great exercises for some of the ones I gave. There's many more I could have given for triceps and for quads and stuff, but yeah. If you're unsure about an exercise you're doing, do ask me, say, could there be a better exercise I'm doing than this? And I'll just answer in the comments, okay? Thank you for staying to the end. You guys know the drill. Like, subscribe. And again, I want to thank Incognito for, you know, wanting this video because it allowed me to put it out. And yeah, have a lovely day, guys. Thank you.